My seat's squeaking now. So I don't know what's that. That's my seat squeaking. So I'm gonna have to figure out what is squeaking to my seat. Hi, good morning. It's Monday morning. We're in Barry, Illinois, at a little tiny truck stop. We're about 35 miles from Quincy, Illinois, where we're going to deliver this stuff this morning. And it is just going on 7:30, so that'll be about right. We'll get there at 8. Knock this off. If there's no other trucks in line, it shouldn't take too long to get this unloaded. Oh. And then we've got about a 100-mile deadhead down to High Hill, Missouri, where we're going to pick up our reload, which is either like refractory products. I call it sand, but it's probably big super sacks of sand is what it is. And then that's going back over to Huntington. I did want to mention real quick that Mercer Transportation has started a podcast. They put out their first episode, and I'll put a link in the description, like everybody says. I'll put a link in the description for the podcast. It's a pretty good podcast. It's pretty good quality. The audio quality is real good. It's about an hour long. On their first podcast, they talk about the truck show coming up next weekend, and then they talk about freight rates and freight volumes. And the guys talking is Jason and Brian. Jason's the like coordinator, not coordinator, contractor relations. He has been a coordinator, but he has a real good grasp on the industry and what's going on. So he's got a real good way of explaining what's going on. So if you get a chance, go check it out. And I'm hoping they put some more out, because it does. It's about an hour long. It's real good listening. So all right, there's Katie. We'll find out what's going on. Talk to you in a bit. All right, we're almost where we need to be here. This place is kind of tucked away. When I first came here, I thought I was making a wrong turn onto this road here, but this is the right way. Kind of looks like almost a little bit of a residential area, but got to go almost to the end of this street down there, and then we're going to make a left. And then when we turn in here on the left, they got a pretty big lot. It's been a little bit since I've been here, so my seat's squeaking now. So I don't know what's that. That's my seat squeaking. So I'm gonna have to figure out what is squeaking to my seat. I got a couple trucks there, so oh well. I saw that guy pull out of the truck stop. He must have had the same stuff I do. Hang on a second, you'll see here in a second. Oh, hang on. Squeeze it in here. Squeeze it in here. Take him too long. Same thing. He just has a couple bundles too. See if we can find a spot that isn't in the mud too much. It isn't in the mud too much. Back up a little bit. But you know what? Let's pull forward. forward. We'll use this spot over here. Pull tarps off. That don't look too bad over there. Hopefully that's not too soft. Alright, let's get this untarped and unload it, and then we're gonna head back down. We gotta go to North Boston. No, we're gonna go to North Boston by fuel, and then we're going to High Hill to get loaded. So talk to you in a bit. All right, real quick, we got over here, and the power's out, so they had to use 2 forklifts. They're unloading. This guy was in front of me, so they're unloading him first. So they're actually doing a pretty good job getting them off. So but the power's out, and they're stacking them right in the middle. But there's the building right there. So usually we back up. There's a door right there. We usually back up to that door right there. But they're getting it under control. I guess the power went, according to the story, the power went out on Wednesday, and they haven't gotten it fixed yet. But at least they're trying to unload it, and I can get out of here. So I've been here about an hour or so. They just started on this guy, but they're doing it pretty quick. So hopefully we can get it done and get out of here rather quickly. But that's what's going on, so talk to you in a bit. Okay, that actually went rather quickly. We were only here for about 2 hours, which is within the window. And so the power went out. I forgot to say, the power went out. They usually use like an overhead crane to pick the stuff up inside, and that's why they had to use the forklifts, because the power's out and they can't use the overhead crane. But it actually went a little quicker outside than it did inside, because usually it's a tight squeeze in there. When they pick them up, they got to wiggle them around to get them in there and everything else. But so all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. We're gonna go down to New London. I kept saying North London, I think, or I don't know, New Boston, I don't know, somewhere around there. We're going down to Love's. Ooh, close to the fence. We're going down to the Love's to get some fuel, and then we're gonna make our way down to High Hill, Missouri, pick up our reload, going right back over. We're going to South Point, Ohio, which is like on the Ohio side of Huntington. Hopefully we'll get that off tomorrow, and then not too sure what we're gonna do after that. So, but maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get another load of steel right out of Wurtland, going somewhere. So hopefully when we get over here, the last time I was over here, they did take a little while to get loaded. So hopefully it will go a little quicker this time. Waiting on traffic, hang on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, like I said, that one little street will freak you out because you think you're in a residential area, or you are in a residential area. But, alright. We got about half an hour down to the Love's. Get some fuel. And then we'll make our way over to High Hill. From right there, should have about an hour and a half, give or take a little bit. So, talk to you in a bit. Alright, we got our fuel. Let's get out of here. You know, ever since I lost my wallet, I bought this little thing online. And I put my cards in there, put it around my neck, so I don't lose it when I'm walking around. Plus, I don't wear sweatpants anymore. My wife wouldn't let me take sweatpants when I left the house. So anyway, yeah, so I lost my wallet, or got stolen, or however you want to look at it. It really messed things up. So I learned my lesson. I had a good run though. It had been about 25 years or so I hadn't lost my wallet, so I had a good run. Okay, we got fuel, put about 150 gallons in, and so we are full. We got about 70 miles down to High Hill to go get loaded. Once we get loaded, we got about 5:30 over to deliver. So we'll see how that goes for today. How far we can get. We're gonna get like super sacks. I call it sand, big bags of sand, and then we're going to. We do have to tarp it, but it's usually fairly easy to tarp. It's not too bad of a deal. Not too bad of a deal. We'll get some back roads. We're gonna be running the back roads for about an hour, so we'll get some back roads driving. You guys can see some of the farmland through Missouri here, and we're on Highway 19, and we're going to take 19 all the way down. So I'll talk to you when we get there. Talk to you in a bit. loaded and we made it through St. Louis. We're over on the Illinois side now on 64. That's 64 right there, and that's east, the direction we're going. We got about a little over 200 miles over to Louisville, and we got about a little over 4 hours on our clock, so I'm not too sure if we're gonna make it. These are our, I call them super sacks, and we just double check. Always got to check. These have a tendency to settle down, and sometimes the straps will get loose. There's a loose one there, so we're going to get the bar out and tighten up some of these straps. There's a loose one. That's a loose one. So we got a couple loose straps. On the back here, I had to put that little tiny tarp because I had a little hole right there, so I had to use a little tiny tarp. So this tarp right here is covering that little hole. So, but other than that, looks like it's riding pretty good. All right, let me tighten this up, get out of here, and see if we can make it to Louisville. I don't know if we're gonna make it or not, but we'll try. So talk to you in a bit. All right, it's the end of the day. Oh man, well, we didn't make it to Louisville. I decided to call it quits. We're on the Illinois-Indiana state line on I-64 in Grayville, Illinois. This used to be a Pilot. It's a Road Ranger truck stop. It used to be a Pilot, and I don't know what happened between Pilot and Road Ranger, but all of the Road Ranger truck stops that were Pilot are now back to Road Ranger, so they're not quite as busy as they were when they were Pilots. So I don't know what happened between the two of them. We got about a little over 300 miles over to where we gotta go, so we'll wake up in the morning. It's what time is it? It's 7 o'clock here, which means we leave at 5, which means it'll be 6, which means it'll be about 11:30, 12 o'clock-ish by the time we get over to over near Huntington. We don't have a reload yet. Today wasn't too bad. We got hung up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. All right, that's it. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.